Welcome, Aquarius. We are going to start with a few messages that are supposed to represent what people around you are thinking, okay? Possibly feeling as well. So these are not from Spirit, all right? Because some of them are a bit unusual. Okay, and I'm using the dice. Some of you who've been with me for a long time will remember that. So that's 2. Okay, what else are people around? Another 2. 1, 2. So this is the relevant pile. What else are people around Aquarius? 1. Geez. Else are people around Aquarius thinking and feeling? 1, 2. I think I better get the other die. So no. Let's just keep going. 3. 1, 2, 3. What else are people around Aquarius thinking? 6. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? And if we get anything above 3, we won't take it. Yeah, just because there aren't 5 left. All right, here we go. Get ready because these are a bit unusual. Everyone knows I'm in love with you. So I'm just going to roll another deck and see. So this is a person who somebody is avoiding you because this is the end. They're running away to avoid facing their problems. Whoever this is, somebody is also hiding something from you, obviously. Anyway, probably that they love you. But I feel like what they feel like is that they can't hide the fact. Everyone knows that I'm in love with you. Anyway, you would never believe who left just before we met. All right, so I'm getting the energy of something deceptive because the person who is, so both of these are love. I feel like this is these 2 messages are from the same person. So this would be someone that you met. And right before you arrived at that place, somebody else was there and left. And I feel like something might have been arranged or something. But for some reason, this is a bit shocking. Anyway, let's keep going. Your husband has been messaging me on social media. Your husband has been messaging me on social media. Okay, let's keep going. I feel like that's not because they're having an affair. And let's keep going. A lot of notes. Yeah, this is spooky. A lot of notes, a lot of paperwork. Good Lord. I can't wait to see what's about to come up. Are you cheating on me? I feel like this energy is coming from someone who is, who is doing that, but they're non-committal, and you've been really good to them. You've never cheated on them, but I feel like this person didn't give you a commitment, and they're a hypocrite. That's what I'm getting. Okay, this is going to be interesting. This has been going on for years. Very mysterious. I can't wait to see what's coming up in the cards. All right, so we're going to use the regular deck. I call it the regular deck, but it's really the most brilliant deck, the Rider-Waite deck. Anyway, so I'm just going to pause the tape for one moment while I more thoroughly shuffle this for Aquarius. Okay, stand by. All right, so I shuffled the deck for fixed air for Aquarius. May we have a reading that is accurate and relevant for the fixed air signs for the Aquarius who will be watching this at some time. Could this reading be accurate and relevant for those Aquarius who find this reading? All right, in 6, in 5, in 4, we're going to do splits, okay? In 3, in 2, and in 1. Show me the energy, show me the strongest energy around Aquarius. So this is not coming from you. This is coming from others toward you. So a Pisces could be relevant, or a Libra. Somebody has done something selfish. There is something that this person is hiding. What they're hiding, and notice how this person has their arms folded over their chest, kind of like the grumpy, hang on, sorry, I can't understand why this isn't focusing. Come on. There we go, see him? He's hiding something, as the, you know, the pictorial guide that Waite created in 1909. There is supposed to be something that he's hiding underneath this banquet tablecloth. And he looks like, I call him the Sun in Capricorn in the Four of Pentacles, grumpy stump. But this guy is seated almost exactly the same way. And both of them are hiding something. You know, this person is very selfish, I feel. They're not going to, there's something that they're hiding and they're not going to admit it. And it relates to a very, very deep betrayal. A serious betrayal. Somebody has done something wrong. The energy that I get from the Three of Swords here is wrong. Something is wrong. And somebody knows damn well that it was wrong. So we've got Jupiter in Pisces and Saturn in Libra. So we've got an expansive energy here for this selfish person who has a lot of material wealth. And over here, we've got tears and restriction. I'm also getting the energy of you having been betrayed by this person. And this person has managed to hurt you either with words or intentions or a very serious betrayal. And what I believe that you've done is, at this point, there is not a hope in heck that you're going to allow this person back into your heart, because the betrayal was that deep. This person doesn't understand that right now. This is the end. I feel like you're saying to yourself, but this is it. This is the end. You know. Okay. There might have been a group of people. They might have been 3 people. One of them was a Pisces, I think. One of them could have been a Libra. But somebody there's a group of people here. 3 stakes right through your heart. You know, somebody uses words that hurt. It goes straight to the core of your being. You know, what they say with these words, it's meant to hurt. Person with bad intentions. So this is a bad person. This is not a good person. This is when you remember, I always say, you don't, as long as you don't ever need any other human being's good opinion, what you need is your higher self's good opinion, God's good opinion, or Allah, Buddha, Krishna, whatever your version of the higher self is to you. That has to be in alignment. And if you're in alignment with that energy, then you're in alignment with the truth. If you're in alignment with the truth, you can never go wrong, because you know in your heart what's right and what's wrong. You never look to another human being, and you would never, ever do, not ever even contemplate or think about what this person did to you. And this person really caused you some damage and deep betrayal. And that's why you have, you know, Saturned the heart. You restricted the heart. And so be it. Anyway, let's keep going. Show me more, please. Show me more about the energy around Aquarius. Yeah. I believe you've also, remember that this is you, I feel. This is the minor arcana version of the woman in the Justice card. This woman is asking, look at how straight up. She's straight up. She's asking, and her hands, you know, in the Abhaya Mudra, don't have any fear. She's merely asking for truth, fairness, and clarity. And she is now, I believe this is you, you may now be pointing out to somebody how wrong something truly is. You see, in the Three of Swords, what you're saying, I think, here, is that there, you know, in a nutshell, your opinion is that we have swords and we have the heart. We have thoughts and the heart. We have a misalignment between somebody's thought, you know, their logic, or their, you know, that thing that is devoid and deplete of spiritual energy, and their heart, which has the truth. This person defers to that empty running dialogue that it collects facts and figures, and what does the majority of the public think, and what is kind of a reputation does this person have? That is useless information, because it's the wisdom of man, which is not true wisdom. So they didn't follow their heart. What is Aquarius pointing out or asking here? I believe you're simply pointing out that something is wrong. You could be pointing this out to 3 people, because we've got a 3 of Swords. What is Aquarius pointing out? You're asking for communication to come in to you. Now, you've actually communicated to somebody in a very, what you're asking for here. You see, these wands are aligned. The 8 of Wands has to do with very, very, very clear communication. And it sometimes can be the arrows of love, but they're all aligned. It's called straightforward, clear communication that contains the truth. And you're looking for it. And I believe they're not giving you straightforward communication, or someone isn't giving you straightforward communication. But you know what? There is communication coming toward you. You don't see it coming. It hasn't arrived yet, because these wands, when they were shot up in the air, at that very moment, they had a target. Hasn't hit the target yet, but all these wands are going to hit the target. And they're going to hit the target in the proper timing. It's going to be quick, though. I actually believe you may have either, you're definitely asking for truth and clarity because you're very aligned here. It's very simple what you want, just the truth. That's it. You're not asking for these people's opinions on anything or any gobbly gaslighting gook that they might otherwise, that selfish person might otherwise give you. It's very simple what they have to do. And what I was going to say is that you might have given them a bit of a time limit here because something is happening. There's communication that is coming toward you. It's not from them because they don't communicate in a straightforward manner. And the Eight of Wands, it's Mercury in Sagittarius. So it's Mercury is associated with very, dynamic communication. So you're either, what you're asking for is actually going to come from another source. It's coming toward you, but you don't see it. And these people have this information that they're not. Anyway, let's keep going. Show me more about what's happening here. It's very fascinating. What's happening here, please? What's happening here, please? What is going on? Okay, I missed a card there, but anyway. All right, so somebody is really in their head here. I'm gonna clarify now what these are. Oh, whoa. Just a minute now. Yeah, we've got the Empress here and Justice. Believe it or not, this is not you. This person, either at this moment in time, this person is the one who is communicating something to you. She has the communication. But why is this person here in a state of absolute mental turmoil over, this is also a very, very straight forward message. It's related to justice, which means that there was a message here that should have gone or should go to you. Or there's a message here. In order to even something out here, it's only just that this message be delivered to you. It's a very simple thing. And you see, justice, remember that this is actually what you face after you physically die. And by the way, heaven is like a lobby. It's not, you go to other places from there, but it's where this assessment is done. And that's not God. God is standing by praying for you. It's this lady that decides whether you come back here, whether you get a little loot bag. That's the lady who, and this lady here, this is justice, not like a judge in our world. Not like our justice system, which is totally devoid of true, fair justice. There's a quote that Waite made. Her sword, by the way, is supposed to be blue. This is, not the top version of the original deck, but her sword in the original deck was blue. And Waite said that there cannot really be justice without empathy. So this is really what this Lady Justice decides is very correct, and But this is not this is not done in this 3D realm. Okay? This is done in another realm. You may see it play out here, but not if you're hoping to see somebody suffer or get their, when is so-and-so going to get their judgment? Well, never. If in fact, you might get it if that's what you're hoping to see. This is what happens when somebody has done something like that 9 of Cups guy did, whatever he did. Anyway, somebody, I believe here, I believe this is the guy in the 9 of Cups. He can't sleep now, and it's because he knows that some message must be communicated in order to even something out, in order to make something right and just. Now over here, this could either be someone who told him that. This could be a mother, it could be a pregnant lady, it could be a Libra or a Taurus. But the information that you're looking for, this woman has or had. I'm not sure if she's still around, because why else? Let's keep going. This is fascinating. Show us more. Show us more. We've got Mars in Leo and Saturn in Taurus. So what we have here is somebody, and this is related to that message that this person, I believe that this is the energy. This is how this person reacted when the Empress said to this 9 of Cups person that there's some information that should go to you. No, defensive, hot-headed, wanting to stay on top, wanting to, not wanting to be, dethroned. This person, this could have been the Empress who was pressuring him, but I don't think so. What I think this is somebody who was losing their grip. They were losing their balance. They were about to slip off this, and the reason why is the pressure was getting greater and greater and greater. I also think that this person caused you a lot of difficulty, ton of difficulty. And I think this person kind of stuck their head in the sand about it. There's something that they're panicking over. Why are they in a panic? Why are they in a panic? Why is that? I believe that's the person in the King of Cups, whoa, Freudian slip. The 9 of Cups, selfish guy. Why is that person in a panic? Wow. All this person had to do was the right thing. Here's this person being grumpy pants. Not grumpy stump, but here's grumpy pants. Here's somebody who is really focused on the material world, refuses to, have a conversation about spirituality, refuses the existence of God, probably makes fun of people who pray, or this is the kind of person that likes to put a label on, most of the Aquarius, I'm an Aries, by the way, but what I find that you guys do is you don't put a label on anything. Well, the Fool, You know, that goes right along with Aquarius. The Fool will not even be numbered. The Fool doesn't want a number. You know, there are 22 major arcana cards, but the last of the arcana is number 21. You know why? Because you don't want to be numbered. Good for you. You said, give me a 0 if you want to give me a number. And hence, you are the most powerful. You run the most powerful pathway from God, you know, from the unseen into the seen. You know, from the unmanifest into the manifest. From the manifest to the unmanifest. Now, so many of you won't label, that realm, unless sometimes what you'll do is figure out, am I with the Muslim, or, I think I'll switch to, Allah or whatever, or Muhammad, or, that you actually, it doesn't matter to you what it's called. You just know what it is. And this person is aware, this person has had an opportunity, a really phenomenally good opportunity. This person could have, this could be anybody. It could be a friend, a coworker, a lover, someone in your family. It could be a sibling. It could be anybody. It could be your father. But it's a grumpy man in a snit, selfish, very selfish. Can you imagine refusing that spiritual cup? This could be you. But the reason why they're refusing you here is because you're different from the rest. And you're coming from you're coming from something that isn't in the 3D. The cloud, anything from the cloud is from God. And this person is pretending that heaven doesn't exist. Well, this person is not a very good physicist. He's kind of dumb, because physicists who are hardcore scientists will tell you that's all they do is play with particle accelerators. That's all they do is look at the other realm, the quantum field. So this person is kind of a Dumbo then. This person has labeled you before. Oh, you're a Muslim. You're Buddhist. Oh, so you're Hindu. This person has to put a label on something, so he can minimize and restrict. So this person, whatever happened here, there's something that they did that caused difficulty. They were absolutely stubborn. This person is a bit neurotic. Everything has to be done their way. But right now, well, let's just see what's going on right now, please. I feel like this could be you. You've had a hard climb here. You've been through a lot of difficulty, but it's made you stronger. Look at the muscles in your calves there. It's made you stronger. Show me what this grumpy pants is thinking and feeling right now. Okay, there's 3, yeah. Here we go. What this person was supposed to communicate to you was something about something either illegal or sneaky. There was some kind of lying, deceiving, and it's extreme deception. And you see it goes on behind the scenes. This is the 7 of Swords. It is the most deceptive card in the deck. Well, you might say the Moon is, but the thing is, it's like, it's like a very, very sophisticated money laundering scheme or a fraud that has a very sophisticated, it is so undercover. This person, they have everybody's, the lips sealed for them. So somebody went around, they went behind the scenes. Behind the scenes. to do something wrong. Something was definitely stolen from you. And this person may have come into your home or something when you didn't know it. That person there is on the other. They are not on their own territory, but you see, they have left behind. There's evidence that was left behind, and they're running from the truth right now. They're running from the truth. All right, let's keep going. Show me more about what that person, the Nine of Cups guy, the Four of Cups guy, what is he or she thinking and feeling? Yeah, look at this. They're afraid. There's communication going on around you right now. There's a lot of people talking about you. But what they're thinking and feeling is that there's fear. Fear that they have of communicating in a straightforward manner. There's something in here, you know, this is the moon, so there are hidden enemies here. There's deception. There's somebody is possibly trying to they're trying to warp, you know, straightforward communication. They are covering up what they're communicating is deceptive. There's something that they're not communicating, or what they are communicating is a lie. It's deceit. It's an illusion. They're creating illusions. This communication may have been, this normally is electronic communication, so there could be something on the internet that they published or said that's a lie, that contains a lie. They may have put something on the internet. There's something about electronic communication that was made, or that was communicated for the purpose of covering something up or hiding something. But they can't take that back now. There is deceit here. And I'll tell you something else, and I feel that you already know this. There are hidden enemies. I keep feeling that. So what that means is usually, well, let's just keep going. Show me who these hidden enemies are. Who are these hidden enemies? Well, actually, one of them could be Pisces, but there's two of them. We've got two animals there. You know these people. There are hidden enemies. You're also asking. I'm just going to clarify this. I asked, who are these hidden enemies? And we're getting you pointing out deception, or pointing out some kind of a cover-up, or pointing out people that you can't trust. You're also pointing out that somebody is covering something up. There's information that it could be behind those pillars there. It's inaccessible at the moment. I believe that you're intuitively, what I asked was, who are these hidden enemies? And what I'm getting is that trust your intuition. You don't be uncertain. You know, you already know. They're in your family. I'm so sorry. We've got the Ten of Pentacles and the Hierophant. There's something else here, though. There is some kind of, I mean, this is a family, but over here, this is government. This is some kind of a, this can be at a church or at a, you know, this could even be a funeral home, for goodness sakes. There are rules and regulations that this organization has to abide by. See that key there? The pillars, what's interesting is the Hierophant in the original deck, he's also flanked by pillars. And behind, up behind the pillars, there's supposed to be hidden information and knowledge, but you see in these cards, behind what we've got here is an untrustworthy organization. This organization is normally trusted by the public, so it could be, for example, a church or a hospital authority, or it could be a funeral home. It's somewhere where things are under lock and key. But with the Hierophant, there can also be an abuse of power here. We've got deception, an organization, and family here. Sorry about this, of course. I hope it's not your reading if you're listening. Show me, but I feel like this is gonna, yeah, they're lying. What you pointed out, lie, 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 lie. There's immature people. Let me tell you something. Yeah, 2 cards of Pisces, by the way. You have realized, yeah, wow. We got a Virgo, we got a Pisces. You don't you worry, because what you've pointed out, that this person is fibbing or making up a lie, something is incorrect. And in fact, I think you're also pointing out that a lie was told, and it was told to some organization that has to follow laws, government laws. And I think what you're saying here is you've lied. You've lied. You're at a minimum, and also they're causing delay here. There's something I feel that, this is almost like exposure here. It could be something on the internet. This is communication here. Somebody is a manipulative jackass here. I also think that personally, on a personal level, what you're pointing out here is true. I'm not sure if you've ever told this person this, but you're pointing out that this person is a narcissist. And I'll tell you why. Here's the energy, and you could be saying that about somebody else. When I look at passive-aggressive people, okay, very often what will come out for their energy is the Page of Cups is always out in front, and behind it there will either be manipulation for a narcissist, or if it's for a really petty, sister who likes to poke holes and jellyfish things and set you up so that to make you feel bad. Here, try on this dress, knowing full well that you gained a little weight and the dress will be too small. And then you don't want to try on the dress. Oh no, try on the dress. Try. And then you try it on, the dress doesn't fit. And then they say, oh, it's too small. That is a passive-aggressive, manipulative, emotionally abusive person. Those words are abusive. Now, that kind of a person, what you'll see is the Page of Cups and the Knight of Swords behind it. And what that is on the outside, they have these quiet voices, right? And, you know, when you point out something to them, I mean, with your Queen of Swords mode, there's their low vibrational, unhealed part of them. They're manipulative, unethical, immoral, manipulative, person. This kind of a woman, if it's a woman, she wants to look like she's helping and being nice. Oh, you sounded angry. Yeah, you did sound angry because you had every right to be angry, because she's engaging or involved in deception, something that is WRONG, wrong, and probably illegal. Shame on her, or shame on whoever has treated you like that. This person with that Page of Cups, they're probably a bit artistic and good at manipulating communication. If you can get away from these people and cut them out of your lives, get away from them. They have nothing better to do with their time, and they're focused on you. Why? Because they don't have peace of mind within their own soul. They don't like being alone. They don't like being alone because they're not self-actualized. God, then who could they pester then? These kind of people will often say that, oh, well, I'm kind of bored, or and then you'll never see them alone a lot, because they've always got to have someone, always got to be doing something, following the norm. They lied to, this person also lied. This is a good person here. This could be a mother. I'm not sure that this person is still alive or around, because what's happening is this person had information. They had that information that you're now asking for. And either the man in the Nine of Cups, whoever that is, or the passive aggressive woman, they lied to this Empress here. They're lying to this Empress. For some reason, they're making up a whopper of a story. This person doesn't have any respect for the truth. Yeah, and here we go. Here we go. Somebody has a big, big secret. And I'll tell you something. This is something that the lips have to be sealed. Because if this information gets out, it can cause them a lot of damage. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Wow. For some of you, you may have a mother who's passed away, okay? And there was something that your mother discovered about this selfish person, and she told this person that something should be communicated to you, okay, to make things right. I have no idea what it is, but it's something that they did in the Seven of Swords. Perhaps she, the evidence that was left behind, whatever it was, somehow this Empress found out about it. And I don't know why she's not able to tell. That's why I think she may be either out of... I'm going to ask in a moment why she can't give you this information. But this person now there's something else that they have to cover up now is some kind of High Priestess secret about the Empress. High Priestess is related to a Cancer, so you could be one of these people may be a Cancer woman, a Pisces, a Nine of Cups is Jupiter in Pisces, that could be a Pisces. And this is either a Taurus, a Libra, a mother, or a pregnant lady. But I noticed that it's an Empress, so I think this was is a very, it's the ultimate mother. All right, so what is the secret that this selfish jackass, excuse my language, what is the secret that this selfish person is keeping? It's about, whoa, guys. Not just the 10 of swords with the moon. Okay, my head just spun. Whoa. I'm just going to pause the tape for a moment. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, so there are definitely two people that are privy to this secret, and I'll tell you what I feel it is. These two people, whoever they are, they're very, very close to you. Okay, so they could be family. These two people. I mean, maybe they're not close to you right now, but at one point, these people they were close enough to you that they were able to perfectly place in these 10 swords right in your back. They ended something for you. They ruined something for you. They may have destroyed your business or destroyed something. They ruined it beyond repair. They did damage beyond repair. So something couldn't. I mean, this man he's actually alive, but just barely. He can't get up. So something was ruined for you, you know. And and they covered this up. It was done behind the scenes. So apart from whatever's going on right now, something in the past, I feel, it could have been, okay, so I'm seeing, just a minute now, I'm just trying to figure out how long ago this was. I'll figure it out, give me a moment. I'm definitely getting, so I realized that this is Sun in Gemini, which, you know, this is the third decan of Gemini, which is in mid to late June. This is Pisces, which is, you know, February 19 to around about March 19. But what I'm getting is the month of October for some reason. When I look at that 10, I'm seeing October. I have no idea what year, but what I can tell you, hang on guys, 1 second. Just letting you know, Aquarius, there's
Can they see me?
No. No, they can't see you.
Okay, I didn't know if I could.
I have a friend in the background who has a little bit of a cold, so he may cough. The point about this is there was some deep betrayal, and there's still murkiness over whatever this was. This is a separate issue. This is something that is separate from the other deception. So, and notice how these two jokers are right here. This could be that High Priestess Cancer and the King of, that's a Freudian slip. I keep saying, the way I keep calling that 9 of Cups man a King of Cups, that it clearly is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Show me more, please. Now, I think we're at the end of the reading. We're near it. There was something here that you were about to complete, all right? So this could have been a milestone for you, something that you were doing that was really important, and it would have given you an upgrade. It could have been your business, or this could be getting married to somebody else in a relationship. Something big and important that you worked for was ruined, all right? So maybe your channel, you know, was hacked. You were about to reach 30,000 subscribers or something. Some milestone. Yeah, look at this. Somebody ran right over it. Look at this. Chariot. Somebody had to win. You were about to win. You were about to win. This is something that you put a lot of work into. And there's still deception over it. Look at that. Look at that. All right, so tell me what is likely going to happen in the very near future. Well, what is likely going to happen? 2 things. These 2 people, these jokesters in the moon, they are going to continue over and over. They are going to work on this cover-up. They are going to work on keeping something blacked out, redacted, concealed. They're going to be 100% focused on it. Now, at the same time, I think you're going to be very steadily working on getting through that moon energy. Yep, and there's going to be a push and pull here. There's somebody, and we got a 10 and an 8 here. This person, who I believe is the 9 of Cups selfish person, is going to continue to try to block something, stick their head in the sand, but something is becoming very difficult. It's a cycle that's somebody's back is going to break there. Look, guys, look what just came up, the King of Cups. This King of Cups is going to continue to be stubborn and to block something. They're going to continue to refuse to do the right thing. They're going to continue to ignore this special cup. Because what I think is happening here, and I'll clarify this, right here you're giving them an opportunity. And what opportunity is Aquarius giving them? They're rejecting. Maybe you said, I just want the truth, and I just want the truth. What is the opportunity that they're being given? To give you the truth. There's the Ace of Swords, truth. And it's about some deception with the devil there. It's about some kind of deception. All right? Tell me what is likely going to happen. What can Aquarius expect here? What is Aquarius allowed to know? There's a group of people here. These could be siblings, all right? There's a King of Pentacles here. This could be a Virgo. This person is important somehow. All right, so this group of people, they're sending messages, or they're talking to, making an offer to this King of Pentacles. And show me more, please. This King of Pentacles, I don't think was... Oh, all right. So here's the past. All right. These could very well be siblings. There's the past, and over here, there's. I believe this could be the King of Pentacles, but this person is being deprived of something. It's not fair. All right? So something in the past was one-sided. In other words, somebody is, if the King of Pentacles, for example, is a father, somebody is trying to, they could be taking over the money or something, or it could be they're making sure that you don't have anything, that you're completely deprived. Yeah. Now, over here, we're getting this is some kind of a legal, formal, I'm seeing some kind of formal service here. The Knight of Cups is very often a document that's served legally because it's served in the right way at the right time. Yeah, somebody is serving something here. Somebody is being very, very strong. I believe that you are being very emotionally intellectual and strong, and perhaps you're serving something. Wow. There's money being held back here. There's money being held back. This is poverty, a lack of money. So I do believe, and it can have to do with theft. Somebody going through a very hard time. Yeah, perhaps somebody has been really trying to keep you kicked out or left. They want to see you out in the cold. And you've been very, very strong. Let's keep going. Sorry, Shane, I thought it was over with. This is definitely not over with. And then what does Aquarius need to know will then happen? Yeah, no, okay, so now we need to know who is in this Nine of Swords here. Because somebody is really regretting something. Somebody is regretting. This person, there could be, it almost looks like, so we had the Ten of Pentacles coming out. There could be a parent. If that Empress was a mother who'd passed away, the King of Pentacles is allowing that Six of Pentacles, something one-sided. King of Pentacles may be regretting. Why does the King of Pentacles, why is the King of Pentacles without, there's something about money here. Yeah, okay, so over here, Aquarius, unfortunately, that's you. So it looks like this is a situation where this woman is a whipping post. It's kind of the scapegoat. She's done nothing wrong, but she's been gossiped about, lied about. Over here, there is you know, the energy coming from the Knight of Wands is not good energy. This person wants to, it's conquest energy. They're not kind at all. This person wants to come at this woman and make her confused and stuck and blindfolded. She can't move. Somebody is out of money, and that has, somebody is out of money, and it's caused restrictions. There we go, the Ten of Wands. Somebody had really tried very, very hard, put a lot of effort into making sure that you were stuck and couldn't move, and to make sure that you have to rattle, to keep you complete. Look at you now in the Four Cups, to make sure somebody has really switched positions on you too. Sometimes this person, I believe this is the King of Cups, sometimes they're nice, and then at other times they're mean. They go back and forth and back and forth. They go back and forth, and it's caused, they've caused your foundation to be unstable, and that's why there's been a difficult climb. And I believe that there's the devil, yeah, and the devil and the Two of Pentacles. That's the second time the devil has come up. This person is greedy, they're money driven, and who is in the Nine of Swords? Who is regretting all this? Somebody knows that there's no avoiding this. This is a legal document, so maybe you're going to file an application or a letter sent from a lawyer or something, but you're in the right here. You are in the right. This is a message and an opportunity, but it's done it's being presented. So they have, what you've done here is you're telling them here in a proper way. Something has to be done properly. There maybe something legal has to be done properly. Something may need to be filed or served. You're giving them an out. You're giving them an opportunity to fix something, but it has to be done properly. It has to be done properly. Yeah, because what right here, what's been done, there is deception, deceit. Something is not truthful. There is a lie somewhere in something that has been, yeah, it could be a legal there's a judgment, an order here. You know what? Yeah, look at the family here. There will be, you may have to get that I am seeing that somebody has passed away, by the way. There's somebody being raised out of a coffin here. There's the family here, and there's the moon. And so I believe that what's happening here, this could be something like a judgment from a court here, and it relates to deception about it. And the Ten of Pentacles is often has to do with money passed down within a family over the generations. So there has been deception in relation to some kind of will. Yeah, you're going to win. You're going to win. If you bring this to court, wow. Now it's the end of the reading. Aquarius, well done. Well done. There was a gift that was meant for you in the past. A gift that was meant for you. And it has to do with an inheritance. All right? And that gift is going to be given. You are going to there, but they're not going to. It's not going to happen until you get this judgment here, which you will get easily because you're in the right. And it looks like it'll be very simple. There's some kind of information that's accessible to you right now. Is there further information coming into Aquarius? Because that Eight of Wands, there certainly is. Oh, look at this. there's some legal document or letter, and it could be about, don't laugh when I say this, but we've got a very hot environment. I hope no one that this bothers somebody, but this could have to do with either a death certificate or a certificate of cremation. Sometimes I see this as an incinerator because, you know, everything's on fire there. This has to do with proper legal service. So perhaps what you're going to do is just, you know, there's something that you don't know. Yeah, what you don't see here has to do with some kind of application for a judgment, okay? And I think it may, if you have a relative who you believe left you money and they were cremated, go get the certificates, because there is something here about proper, it's out of your sight. They kept it out of your sight. But I think intuitively you know. Wow. So you're coming up as the 9 of Pentacles lady at the end of the day, all right? You are going to be fine on your own. This lady has a home. It may not be fancy. It could be an apartment, but what she has, she got herself. She didn't inherit. Well, she could have inherited, I suppose, but she didn't cheat, is the point. And what she has right there, she'll never lose it. Let's get one more of, let's get just one oracle card. Spirit, what do you want Aquarius to know about this situation? It's a very good outcome, okay? There it is. Wow. A great love life requires intimacy, trust, and the ability to share your feelings. Express your doubts and fears, your likes and dislikes. Talk openly, listen, be present, always with an open heart and mind. I feel like that's a confirmation that what you're doing is correct. What these people are doing is not, they're not being open. They are not trustworthy. They are not sharing the doubts. They're not talking openly. So just don't stoop down to their level. I don't think that you are. One more card and then we're done. One. What does Aquarius need to remember? Okay, one just popped. Wow, creation. The flames of destruction will ignite a rebirth. Anyway, well, and at the bottom of the deck, love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. Now, I just want to add one more thing. My poor friend Shane's over there is dying. You know what? No matter what they say about you, because they may call you names and put you down and stuff, but this says love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. Watch what people do and say, action. A person's character. It's not about their job or their reputation. It's about what they do. And my friend here, Shane, and I were sitting down earlier today listening to a father who was talking about what he had to go through, when his mother was ill. Well, this person, basically he was the caregiver. He did a lot of very, very tough work for her, and with love. And do you know what? She went from being on the brink of death. The doctors didn't think that there was any way that she would survive. And she's alive and well today. And that's what unconditional love can do. It can create a miracle. So just keep doing what you're doing. And never mind these jokers. All right, thanks so much, Aquarius. Thanks for watching.